We are an evolving species. We've mastered tools, conquered nature, leveraged the power of machines, and embraced technology in search of greater knowledge. Computers have empowered us further, and in the process, turn out enormous amounts of data. Today, we record and transfer more information in a year than mankind created over the past 5,000 years combined. Proof we are in the information age indeed.
Who handles the data? If data is the new gold, if data is that valuable, but it is a commodity, it's gold in the analysis, you want to make sure ethical people are using this data. So the shopper for data, or the shopper himself, is going to be asking, what are you doing with this data? And is this ethical? One of the topics at the conference is to derive resolutions for helping develop the analytics industry in Alberta, and we'll be asking that very question. What should the policies look like for Alberta? And what input do people have in terms of shaping not just a policy, but what they personally want? Can you envision a world where instead of a policy on health records, you make the decision about whether your health record should be public or private, should be shared or otherwise?
And if you decide not to, then all of a sudden you're throwing a bit of a fly in the ointment, aren't you?
But maybe we should have certified data analysts. That's one of the ways to address this is if data is going to be shared and is going to be in the open, then maybe as we had with doctors and as we had with engineers and as we had with teachers, maybe data analysts should be certified.
So you and I have been through an era where data was protected and privacy was important, and now today, as you mentioned, with the younger generation, it doesn't seem to be as much of a concern to them as they pop everything up on the web, from opinions to pictures to whatever. Do you see this being a good shift?
It's hard to put good or bad on this. I mean, the reality is it's going to happen and it's well underway. I think in a democracy, government acts second, government doesn't lead. A healthy democracy is one that is monitoring all the time the status of the public, but it doesn't lead the public in a direction. It responds to what the public is seeking. With the amount of data that we've got, I think we've got means now to say you can't falsify. I mean, that's the positive. If data is really out there, I should be able to look at data and find out whether there's a lie being perpetrated or not. So that's the positive to avoid the McCarthyism, is I should be able to appeal, whether it be through a lawyer or some data legalistic profession that emerges in the coming years. I think we have the means of actually doing a better job in protecting privacy, of knowing who's violating. Exactly.
Right.
So in the past, you could hide behind a lie, and if you couldn't counter it, you were vulnerable. So that's the utopian perspective. The other one is maybe government doesn't keep up as fast as it should, and there's some violations during this transition period. And I think that's what we're going to face in the next few years, is the change coming faster than the government can keep up. Conferences like this are to try and help people better understand their own responsibility in an environment of change and to build the structures that we will need for the future.
The value is not in the data itself. The value is in how we use the data, how the data analysis shapes our decisions, how it automates our machines, how it solves our problems, and how it changes our lives. The power of the data is set to be unleashed, and its impact will be felt everywhere. We are experiencing the dawn of a new age, the age of data analytics. Put bluntly, analytics is revolutionizing our health system. Analytics enhances environmental monitoring. Analytics empowers commerce. Analytics is a game changer for professional sport. Analytics redefines the very definition of community. And analytics will drive our future. How will analytics and big data shape Alberta, its economy, and its labor market? How will analytics and big data impact you, your business, and your life? Join global and local experts for 3 days of thought-provoking discussions, insight and foresight, and surprising discoveries. Analytics empowers better decisions. Register now for Canada's largest analytics conference.